I'm Stevie J from AngryMarks.com with your recap of the Ultimate Fighter Season 16 Week 11. Two fights are on tap this week. First up is John Manley versus Joey Rivera, an all-team fight for Team Nelson. Neither guy is exactly thrilled about getting into the cage and scrapping with each other, but they both admit they've got a game plan and know each other well from sparring. And it turns out they know each other too well because this is an incredibly boring fight. I honestly expected Dana White to shit kittens and pop a vein in his forehead. He was relatively calm after this fight, but he shouldn't have been because neither guy did anything. Manley would just work for takedowns, work, and then after a minute or two, he'd finally get it, and then he'd just sit on Manley. Sit, until the round was over. He did this twice, and he got a 19-19 and two 2018s for a majority decision. Nobody ever needs to watch this fight again. We move on to Mike Ricci and Michael Hill, and Hill is trying to get inside of Ricci's head by teasing that he's going to put some X-Lax in his pasta sauce. So Ricci tapes it up and sticks it in the fridge so nobody can mess with it. They start talking smack to each other in the hallway, and Julian Lane just stands there smirking while the whole thing is going on. And that takes us to a commercial about halfway through the show. Hill promises that he's going to end the fight quick with a big knockout punch in the pre-fight interview, but that doesn't happen. In fact, for the first 80 seconds, not much of anything happens. But finally, Ricci puts him into the fence and starts working for a takedown. It takes a little while, but before half the round is over, he's got it. And from the rest of the round there on, he just dominates the position. He stays in guard, cracking him with elbows. Then he gets out of the guard and transitions to a half guard. Then he gets out of the half guard and transitions to a full back mount, and everywhere he goes, he's just eating uphill with the shots to the head, elbows and fists and hooks. So it's a solid 10-9 round for Ricci in the first. Ricci dominates the second round even more than the first as he gets a takedown 20 seconds in and then rides the whole time. But unlike the first fight, he's actually doing damage while he's on top, and he's looking for a rear naked choke the entire time, so you can never say he wasn't on offense. Hill tries to stand up with him on his back a couple of times, but that just tires him out even more. It was not a good decision. This should be an easy decision for the judges. 2018 unanimous decision for Mike Ricci. Dana White announces John Manley versus Colton Smith and Neil Magny versus Mike Ricci in the semifinal bouts. That's your TUF recap. I'm Stevie J.